This video is brought to you by the Critical Language Service. To learn more about our Arabic courses taught via telepresence and video conference to schools and other groups, visit our website at www.criticallanguageservice.com. Roots, verb forms, and Arabic reference works. So we said before that the European tradition of Arabic grammar refers to Arabic verb forms by their numbers. This chart is a great example of that. Here it says conjugation of the 10 measures of Arabic verbs. And by measure, they mean verb form or الوزن, as you see here in Arabic. And you can see here's form 1, فعل, form 2, فعل, form 3, فعل, form 4, and so on. You can see all the way to form 10. And the chart goes on to show you all the different forms that the verb can take on and the importance of that form. And you will eventually in time come to learn all of these things. But as you can see, the system of referring to the Arabic verb forms by Roman numeral is a rather efficient one. One really comes to appreciate the system of referring to Arabic verb forms by Roman numerals when you're working with a dictionary. When you want to look up a word in a dictionary that's organized by root, it's really easy. You just go to the root, and then since we're looking for a verb in this case, I see all the Roman numerals. So here I have the Roman numeral 2, 4, 10, 7, 5, and these Roman numerals guide me to the meaning of the verb when it's in this particular form. So if I have my basic root and I put it into the pattern of form 4, I go to the Roman numeral 4, and right after the Roman numeral 4, I have the definition for when the root and the verb, when the root and the pattern meet together to form a verb in pattern 4. And the numbers really stand out from the text and catch your attention and draw your attention, so it really makes it easier to figure out where to look because of the contrast. And it's also a lot faster than the English system where you have to look for the unique spelling and the individual letters. Here, just go to the root and then look for the numbers. So if I was reading a text and I didn't know the meaning of a verb, but I knew its root and I knew based on its pattern that it was pattern 5, I would come to the dictionary and find the root, and then I would go down to pattern 5, and then I would find its definition. Really simple.
Form 1 verbs share the same basic stem pattern of 2 syllables. So let's take a look at form 1. As you can see, it has 2 syllables. The first syllable has the conjugating prefix such as ya, and it also always starts with a fatha. The first syllable has a fatha. What I mean by conjugating prefix is that ya usually goes with هو يدرس, whereas if I want to say نحن نفعل ندرس. And the second syllable has the stem vowel, which varies from verb to verb. Like if I put dhamma, it will be يفعل, like يدرس, يدرس. Same if I change it with dhamma with fatha, يفعل, يفعل, like يعمل, يعمل. And same for كسرة, يفعل, as in أعرف, يعرف, يعرف. Notice that form 1 is the only verb form with an irregular stem vowel, because the vowels that you can use depend on the verb itself. Form 2, يفعل. This form has 3 syllables instead of 2, including the conjugating prefix. It has a shadda on the second root consonant, and this shadda changes the meaning of the verb. Let's compare يدرس versus يدرس. It's basically the same word, but once you change the voweling, and by that I mean the pattern, you get he studies and to make somebody study or teach, i.e. to teach. So you can see that this pattern kind of has the meaning of to do something, to be active. So again, يدرس is a form 2 verb, whereas يدرس is a form 1 verb. So let's look at examples of form 2 fully conjugated. You have the pattern يفعل, the form يفعل, and so you get the stem and you just simply add the first syllable and the vowels, and the first syllable changes with the pronoun. So أنا أدرس، أنت تدرس، أنت تدرسي، تدرسين، هو يدرس، هي تدرس، نحن ندرس، أنتم تدرسوا، أنتم تدرسون، هم يدرسوا، هم يدرسون. Again, it's just a matter of adding the syllable and the vowels. Form 3 يفاعل يفاعل. Form 3 has 3 syllables like Form 2 and it has an alif in the second syllable. يفاعل. Form 3 verbs you know. So if you observe this pattern, يفاعل, you'll see that all you need is the prefix, conjugation prefix, the vowels, and the alif. So أنا أشاهد، أنت تشاهد، أنت تشاهدي or تشاهدين، هو يشاهد، هي تشاهد، نحن نشاهد، أنتم تشاهدون، تشاهدوا، هم يشاهدون، يشاهدوا. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Form 3. Form 5 يتفاعل يتفاعل. The stem pattern of Form 5 is longer than those of Form 2 and Form 3. تفاعل. Like Form 2, it has a shadda on its middle root letter. It has an additional consonant, ta, that is part of the pattern, not the root. So because of the extra consonant, it has an extra syllable. The first syllable is the conjugation prefix, in this case, ya. And the extra syllable, ta, is the second one. And the third one is فعل. And the stem vowels are all fatha, ya, ta, fa'al. Okay, let's look at an example of Form 5. We have يتفعل and the verb is يتذكر. So you have the stem and the pattern يتذكر. With أنا أتذكر. See the conjugation prefix. أنت تتذكر. أنت تتذكرين or تتذكري. هو يتذكر. هي تتذكر. نحن نتذكر. أنتم تتذكرون or تتذكروا. هم يتذكرون يتذكروا. To remember in Form 5. For now, all you need to know is that these patterns exist. It'll be fun for you to know why they exist later. If you pay attention to the stem shapes of verbs as you learn and study them, which I'm sure you will notice their patterns more and more. Being familiar with and eventually knowing the patterns will make remembering them much easier.